you know, you really shouldn't have ate that cold pizza last night, let alone that piece of cake. What am I talking about? What's splashing YouTube? This is Default FPS 101, and welcome back to Lucid 9. We're not playing Lucid 9, we're playing Irae. Welcome back to Irae. The name isn't really else. It's a Amentes. I mean, you know what? I'm not even gonna. I already said the last episode I was gonna read more of it. So if you haven't seen that already, I highly recommend you check it out. Link will be in the description, and make sure to leave a like. Tackle that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already, and enjoy this series. There also will be a bell next to the description. Click it so you get notified, so you don't lose it in the sea of your subscription. I did that in the last episode too. Anyways, so we just had a nightmare. We were apparently on the guillotine, and Rin had a nightmare, like I just said. So yeah, let's see how Rin's doing. Oh, he's doing good. He's breathing. I jolted out of bed, only to find that it was already light outside. I immediately reached for my neck. It was, of course, still attached to my rest of my body. Yeah, it was. Yep. I slumped down. Dream or not, the experience was no laughing matter. Oh yeah, it was no laughing matter. I know I was trying to be comical, but that's kind of what I do in a very near-death situation. I know that's not a really smart idea, but I really don't have anything. I don't know how to... I don't like screaming and paranoia when something threatening comes and arrives all the time. Maybe in a nightmare at times, but it's rare still. It was just in a bad taste. And above all else, the real girl's here, dude. Hi there, Kazumi. It's been a while. I wasn't very happy about the fact that Kazumi, who snuck into my room like this on a daily basis, had just seen the whole thing. Quick, Kazumi! Look outside, there's a bird! Puts on his pants. Guess not. I would have been released from the hospital if I hadn't made a full recovery, so this dream had nothing to do with my injuries. It was nice that Kazumi was so worried about me though, but if I didn't make things clear, now she'd end up driving us both to ruin.
デリケートなんだよ、俺は。枕が変わってうまく寝つけなかっただけ。あと、人の寝顔をジロジロ見てる変態がいたせいだな、うなされてたのは。
それ私のこと？
Poor choice of words, Rin.
他に一体誰がいると
？Return of the a-hole. I love when the protagonist has such like witty comments to say to the female characters.
うわ、何このお知らず。そんなこと言ってると、もうご飯作ってあげないよ。
No. He didn't mean it. Don't go starving. I'm trying to save your life, Rin. Kasumi gave me an exaggerated glance, shaking the kitchen knife he had brought from her room back and forth. No wonder I had a nightmare. Who wouldn't, if there was a crazy person holding a knife staring at me while they were asleep? Yeah, I'm sorry, Kasumi. I'm seeing Rin's perspective on that one. That is, I know you had some good intention in mind, but the way you're holding that knife right now does not... But having a knife in your hand while you're doing this does not seem right. Like, yeah, you probably didn't have time to put it down. You just rushed in, thought someone's attacking, so you wanted to take the knife with you. But, I mean, that could have been what she was doing, Rin. You don't know. At least, that was what I tried to tell myself.
危なっかしいからしまえよ、それ。俺の前でそんなもんちらつかせないでくれ。
まったく私がいないとレトルトばっかり食べるくせに。
Actually, it's not that bad. I mean, it's not healthy for you, but it's not that bad.
少しはその辺感謝して多少の役得をくれたっていいじゃないの。
Benefits? See, I don't know, Kazumi, if I should love you more, or if I should really be scared of you.
役得
Hey, he noticed it too. Ah! What's she going on about?
レンの寝顔かわいいんだなこれが。
Girls, don't do that to your guy friends. That's not cute. That we're not trying to be cute. If we're having nightmares, that's even worse, especially with a knife in your hand. I just found out that's a really nice TV. Oh, I like that. I like that. Wait, does that poster? I know that poster. Paradise Lost. Is that a reference? That's a cameo, isn't it? Oh my goodness. Now I need to look up this Paradise Lost. Oh, Nipsey's times 3.
起きたら小生意気なんだけどね。
I began to seriously consider wrapping her in a blanket and throwing her out the window. Don't, Ren! It's not appropriate! It's inhumane!
抱きしめて唇奪ってやろうかこの女。図星？
そんなわけあるかよ。とにかく朝飯なら勝手にキッチン使っていいからさっさとしてくれ。
はーい。なんかレンって意外に亭主関白臭いよね。
You're a little close. Cosme headed off to the kitchen, still waving the dang knife around. I really need to look into closing up the hole in the wall. Why haven't you already? Alright, you were in the hospital for so long. That said, her morning antics had done a good job of helping me forget about the horrible dream. I was grateful for that, at least. What about our breakfast? It was currently 7:20 a.m. Cosme and I sat at the table, about to get started on the rice, grilled fish, and miso soup that she had made. Wait, that's breakfast? Truly a Japanese breakfast, if I have ever seen one. Huh. Now I want to try that in the morning. It's about 30 minutes from our apartment complex to the school. So right now we could afford to spend 10 minutes eating and then 10 minutes cleaning up and then 10 minutes getting ready. Don't talk with your mouth full. I do that all the time, but don't talk with your mouth full. Did your parents ever do that to you kids? I'm pretty certain. I know mine did.
Huh?
I love his cockiness to it. I'm sorry, what? Cosme, stop. Cosme took a sip of tea, washing down the rice that had been stuck in her mouth. Had anyone ever taught this girl the first thing about manners? Oh, Jesus.
制服クリーニングしといたからね。
Yeah, I think so.
ああ
If memory served, it had been covered in blood and dust, in addition to being wrapped up all over. Our uniforms were made from white cloth, so it would have been hard to
ク
miss.
リーニングでよく片付いたな。新しいの買おうかと思ってたのに。
うん、そう言うだろうと思って注文もしといたけど、なんか少し時間がかかるって言われたから。新品が来るまでちょっとみっともないけど、これで我慢しなさいね。
Cosme placed a folded uniform that had been lying next to her onto my lap. I opened it up to find that it had been patched together, here and there. Cosme, what did we tell you about stealing people's stuff from their lockers, girl? You can't be doing
何
that.
その顔。
いや、もしかしてこれ、お前が
悪いかこの文句あるか。
Just I noticed her Japanese voice actor is the same one who voiced Asuna in Sword Art Online. Oh my goodness. Why do I like that?
文句は別にないけどさ。
Does Ren sound familiar? He does. I don't remember the anime now, but his voice sounds so familiar to someone else. Well, Cosme's cooking was more or less edible. Her sewing skills left a lot to be desired. Oh, don't be that way, Ren. I'm fairly certain it looks fine.
まあ、ありがとう。あとは冬だし、ずっとコートでも着てりゃいいかな。
授業中もそれって校則違反じゃない？
固いこと言うなよ。病み上がりなんだ、俺は。
昨日は病人扱いするなって言ったくせに。
Cosme shot me a glare, then proceeded to begin chowing down on the single tarako on her plate.
辛い。
It should be. It probably has wasabi in it, because that's what tarako usually has. I'm fairly certain. Well, of course it was.
っていうかお前、それ二人で分けるんじゃないのかよ。何一人で丸ごとトライしてるんだ。
やかましいわね。あたりは絶対やらない。これうちのお母さんがくれたんだからね。
Wow, stingy. So she began nibbling on her tarako without ever using rice to soften its taste. That's a good thing to remember. I'll remember that. And thus rots the awkward silence.
辛いよ。
Girl, it's supposed to be! Tarako has wasabi in it! Fairly certain.
お前、頭大丈夫か？
大きなお世話です。バカ。
She threw the baka! I love it. Baka means idiot or dummy. I hope you guys know that. It means that. She turned her whole body away from me and her chair. She apparently had no further intention of speaking with me. Oh, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Not that I really gave a crap language, dude. It would have been nice if she could stop mumbling stuff like so spicy, but so good, while acting like that, though. It was kind of creeping me out. Since Cosme had retreated into her own little world, I found myself without anything to do while we ate breakfast. I decided to check out what was on the news, which was playing in the background this whole time. Unfortunately, there wasn't much that caught my interest. Mostly just the usual about the weather and whatnot. And for an average citizen like myself, even the sensational news about corrupt politicians and celebrities caught having affairs wasn't really that exciting or relevant. I can relate. You know, there was nothing interesting on TV. I decided to see if Cosme. I decided to stop acting like a child again. But right when I was about to shift my focus toward her. Huh? Who died? Oh, holophone. What they just say?
昨夜遅く、諏訪原市の公園で男性の他殺死体が発見され、同死刑は殺人事件として捜査を。
Oh no, not again. Wait, had there really been a homicide in Sawahara?
現在のところ、通り魔的なものであるとの見解がなされている。それというのも、被害者の頸部が切断されるという猟奇的な犯行であることから。 凶器の断定はまだできていないとのことですが、おそらくは鋭利な刃物、日本刀、もしくはそれに類する刃渡り60センチ以上の刀剣であるという説が有力視されています。
Samurai Jack wannabes. Just because it shows on the show that he can kill people with a katana does not mean you do the same thing.
なお、被害者の男性は諏訪原市の会社員生野健二さん24歳であり、死因は頸部の切断による。
Stared transfixed at the news report as it elaborated on the details, but the sound of plate shattering shook me out of my trance. Kazumi must have dropped it. One could hardly blame her for being surprised. Here, we are eating breakfast as usual, and all of a sudden the news starts going on about gruesome details of a homicide. Suwahara City Park, the site of the murder, was a place most residents were very familiar with as well. So Kazumi's reaction was very normal. The details of the incident, however, were far from normal. He said the cause of death was decapitation, or in other words, his head was cut off. There were no other wounds on the body, and the act must have been carried out swiftly. And the culprit cut the guy as they were walking by each other, or snuck on him from behind, or they could have knocked the victim at first. I couldn't be sure of the exact details, but if the murder weapon was a sharp blade, like the newscaster had said, it seems safe to say that the victim had been beheaded in one clean strike. You never need nice superhuman strength in order to pull something like that off. The culprit would have to be some sort of giant bodybuilder, and a guy like that walking around with a katana or something would definitely attract attention. Yet, according to the newscaster, there was no reports of anyone suspicious in the area at around the time of the murder. So what? What? Had they set up a piano wire trap in advance or something? My hand shot to my neck. Here I was, trying to come up with some realistic scenario to explain the murder. More accurately, I was trying to come up with an explanation that didn't involve it. I was trying to avoid thinking about that one couldn't associate with Irae. Yeah, you're nightmare, dude. I have seen it myself at the museum. Heck, I had even had a dream involving it the night before. The guillotine had stood so imposingly amid the execution grounds of my dream. I could still remember it, severing my head in vivid detail. Or detail, I'm sorry. There's probably people who like saying detail, not detail. Anyways, I had woken up to find that someone really had been decapitated. Was this just a coincidence? Or something I could laugh off as not concerning me? This question, I'm sorry. After all, I had seen the same girl in both real life and my dream. It was already apparent that the boundary between the two was thinner than we thought. Who could prove that what happened in a dream could also occur in reality? Like, especially if there's a guillotine, yeah, that could happen. There could still be people who are sick enough to still use guillotines now. In other words, my dream had been a premonition. For someone else's death. Probably was.
もう行こう。 遅刻しちゃうよ。
Are you like gonna forget that we had just heard a homicide that happened? Smooth's right. It wasn't healthy to keep going down this unrealistic line of thought. What? Hello, wait a minute, whoa, whoa, whoa. You guys, first off, let me check real quick. How much minutes do I have? Okay, good. Second, you cannot just forget that immediately like that. That's... I don't care if it's a game or not, there still is anime relation. Therefore, it has logic in it. Human logic. Yes, there's logic in anime. Human logic, because anime is a kind of cartoon themed, but they touch on real life basis so much. Dai's Irae right now is showing off fear, but it's also showing off what the essence of blades in the fear of it. So I don't know what the name of the phobia is. I think I looked it up one time and I remember. But you can't just let go of something like that. You can't. That just isn't normal. What's being right now is unrealistic, is your line of thinking.
分かった。着替えるから部屋戻っててくれ。
Right now. Like
別に照れなくてもいいのに。
うるさいな。それより。
はいはい。玄関使いでしょ。面倒だから嫌ですよ。
Yes, don't use the door, just use the wall.
とりあえず先に食器だけ片付けとくね。
Our typical morning routine felt somehow strained. Oh, so you're still thinking about it. Okay.
もたもたしてない。さっさと行く。
Okay. But unlike me, Kazumi wasn't the type to keep moping around forever. I know someone like that. It was business as usual as she stood in front of the apartment, harassing me. Now that the person that I said that does not remind me of what Kazumi is, although she is very bubbly like Kazumi. If you're watching this, my coworker. Hi.
なんで男のあんたが私より準備に時間かかるのよ。あ、それともあれかな？もしかしてお化粧してたりしたのかな？
That's sexist and biased. A guy wants to put on makeup, let him put on freaking makeup. You don't know. Maybe there are guys who are just liking makeup. You know, celebrities wear makeup, even male ones. So why can't a guy? And an average Joe?
殴るぞ、お前は。
Yes, yes. You can tell who's the female in this negotiation, Mr. Slap the Face. Did no one ever tell her that it was rude to make fun of other people's appearance?
そっちこそ少しはシャレっ気くらいつけろよな。いつも汗まみれで市内ばっかり振ってるから男じゃなくて女にモテ。
Exposed!
喧嘩売ってるわけ？
Maybe.
先に売ってきたのはお前だろうが。
何よ、昔はそれがいいとか言ってたような気がするのに。
気がするだけかよ。
He did say thing. Sure as heck, never said that.
大体、あんただって女の子にモテ。
なくても別にいい。特にお前には。
Wow.
何これ？ほんと可愛くないですよ。
だから可愛くなくていいんだよ。あと、これってなんだ？これは物か。
Apparently now.
Oh yes、この牧石野郎。
Yes! Brain cells were going to start dying if I continue this conversation. Don't say that. I didn't feel like being late for school the day after I got back from being in the hospital, so I urged Kazumi along.
ほら行くぞ。
はーい。で、本当にコート着てきたんだね。まだそんなに寒くないのに。
今日は冷えるって言ってただろ。
そうだっけ？
They did, but I thought better than bring up the news again.
俺寒がりだしな。
I can't relate, dude. I'd rather people not see the patchwork mess I was wearing. I kept that last bit to myself. Stingy. I'm kidding. We walked for a bit until we hit a crossroad. This junction was in the heart of the city, so you could say that all the roads converged here when split off again. Oh, and then split off again. What? The city was split neatly into blocks by the main street crossing here, with the church and hospital on the side facing the mountains, and the park and amusement park on the side facing the sea. As long as you started from here, it was impossible to get lost. I figured one might expect this sort of thing of a city known as a tourist destination like Suwahara. No one would bother visiting if it was impossible to make your way around. I'm doing that because of the spacing. Of course, last night there had been a murder at the park on the seafront side of Suwahara, favored by tourists. Not exactly the sort of thing that's good for business. But the police were probably already on the move looking for the killer. It'd be best not to walk around at night for the next few weeks, though, in more ways than one. Yes, Kazumi? Kazumi suddenly called out to me.
そっち方向違うよ。
Nani?
そっちはその。
Right, of course. The fastest way to reach school was to cut through the park, so I had instinctively started walking in that direction. Thank God Kazumi had caught me. I had no intention of approaching a murder scene on my own volition.
久しぶりなんで道忘れたかも。
I know a main character of a video game I played not recent. Video game series I played not more than recently. That would totally have your way of thinking, friend.
よければ手とかは引いてくれると助かる。
あのね、バカな冗談言ってると本当に置いてくからね。
You love them, don't lie. No luck. I tried playing it off to lighten the mood, but all I managed to do was peter off. I can relate. However, that will have to relate to the next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. In the next episode, we'll get into school. I never thought I'd say that. So thank you guys for watching. This is Default PS 101, and I'm going to bounce on out. Please remember to tackle that like button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. And make sure to click that notification bell so you get notified, so you don't get lost in that sea of comment or subscription. Comment down below how you feel about the series. What can I make it to make it better? And thank you guys for watching. This is Default PS 101, and I'm bouncing out. Bye!